everyone, anyone and no one, and welcome to a new edition of Little Lisa Reviews. In this edition I will be talking about Matilda, which is coming to an end in the Cambridge Theatre until the 28th of May. As you can tell, I'm a little behind on my reviews. I apologise. I do have quite a few more to film and put out, but here goes. So, in essence, the cast of Matilda, the actor that was playing Miss Trunchbull is Craig Ells, who was in The Imitation Game and trained at Aberystwyth University, which is where I actually studied myself, which I thought was quite cool. Also, I noticed whilst looking through the programme that there was a person in the swing called Robbie Boyle, who was the dance captain, who I saw in Loserville, which I thought was really cool that I got to see him again on a show. So in terms of the set reaches out beyond the actual stage and kind of curves around the boxes of the theatre, with blocks of letters, like building blocks, children's building blocks with letters on it, which was quite cool. Which you could see, and it actually made words as well, so when you were waiting for the show to begin, you kind of was trying to make the words and try and see what was there, which then led into two chalkboards which were down the side, which had different drawings on it. I'm not sure if that was changed after each performance, or if it was allowed for children to just draw on. So the synopsis for Matilda is based on the Roald Dahl book Matilda, which also had a film came out in 1996. Everyone should really know the story of Matilda, but it's Matilda Wormwood, who was basically this child genius from a family who basically just didn't like her, didn't understand her because she was different to them. She had a brother and basically they were all just mean to her, and so in essence she started playing tricks on them. She goes to this school and meets Miss Honey, who is a teacher who's so lovely and recognises that she needs more than what the other children need in terms of teaching and such, and also all the while that the headmistress called Miss Trunchbull is this evil headmistress who is the aunt of Miss Honey. So, and the rest is history, as you sort of say, because it's from a book. If you don't know the story, go read the book. I highly suggest you read the book, or even watch the film Matilda. It'll give you an idea. So, in terms of a review, I have to say it was a good musical, but it's not something that captivated me enough to make me go and see it more than once. It had the infamous scenes of like making the boys burst, or the boy I should say, burst from eating so much cake, to swinging the girl with pigtails. Granted, it was a dummy that they used, but the way that they transitioned from using the real girl with the pigtails to the dummy was quite good. It did leave quite a few people in the audience quite shocked, and you did hear a few gasps. Also, the chalk scrawling, so a bit of a spoiler if you've not seen the film or read the book. There's a bit where Matilda has these powers, and so in essence she then uses them to use the chalk to draw on the board, which scares Miss Trunchbull, basically. But it was really interesting how they'd done it. Part of the set as well they had that came down was a bit of like a climbing frame and blocks fitted in, and it did the A to Z, but all the while the actors were climbing over it and using it as seats, and which was quite good. So, as I said, it wasn't something that I would go and see more than once. It's obviously not on now, but it was fun to watch, but I wouldn't say it captivated me very well. So unfortunately my overall score is about 5 or 6 out of 10. I think it's something that you should go and see at least once and experience it for yourself, and then make your own assumption. At the end of the day, these are just my thoughts on the show, which could be completely different to someone else. Someone could completely hate it, someone completely could love it and go and see it 6 or 7 times. It's similar to how I was with Loserville. Some people may not understand it or may not like that kind of thing. Or From Here to Eternity, for example, which was another show that I went to see at least 3 times. So that's my really short review on Matilda, I'm afraid. But hopefully next time I'll come back and we can chat again, or I can talk to you again about another show that I've been to. So if you like what I've said, click like or give me a comment. Tell me what is your favourite musical or play, and how would you sell it to me. So see you next time. Bye.